restarting after 40.
Sometimes we need a person like you. You just need one or two friends that will support you, that will say, no, go do it.
KFC was started at he was 65 plus.
Wow.
We should definitely give it a go. What do you have to lose?
There are so many things you can't do, but it should not limit,
Right.
It should not limit you to do it.
I think the difference is not the drive, it's the hesitation.
You should be able to overcome negativity. 2 or 3 people who encouraged me, there were over 10, 20 people who says, what are you thinking? Go forget it. It's not going to happen. I'm like,
if you are starting anything after 40, in fact, it's a good time to start.
Exactly.
Because you have the experience. You're like, who doesn't care? You're like, okay, let me do this.
Yeah.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. So today we're going to be talking to one of my favorite persons in this world, actually. Her name is Sonia 𝐀𝐛𝐨𝐿. I'll tell you about what we're going to talk about. You have seen her in almost every event I do. She is such a good supporter of everything, and moreover, not just me, but any community events, whatever is happening, she's always a part of it. It takes a lot for a person. It's easy to be yourself and do things for yourself, but it takes a lot to be there for other people, other women, other organizations. So I have so much appreciation for her. And today we're going to talk about something really important that concerns you. Yes. Okay. We will welcome her and then we'll get started. Hi, Sonia.
Hello, Kimi. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Sonia, it's so nice to have you. So I was telling the people that today we're going to be discussing a topic that's really important and doesn't get talked about much. People talk about success of younger people, but this is something that I'm so inspired by you and seeing you do things. It's and the topic, as we discussed, is going to be restarting after 40. So, Sonia, you restarted a career, another way of doing things after 40. Although she doesn't look 40, so don't believe that. But okay, first tell me 2-3 lines about you, so the people who are new here can learn about you.
Well, I'm Sonia. As you know, I am immigrant here in America, but always American man of opportunity. And I think if you work hard, that is possible. So I'm from Mashid, so we left in 1990 as usual. And then I went to the business in matcha and all that. I tried to adjust everywhere, but I was a free spirit. So I wanted to go everywhere. But you know what? Dreams do come true. So even when we were shut in our homes during curfews, all that, and everybody would be like thinking, oh my God, when are we going to get out? When this is going to end? And I'm dreaming about driving a Jeep somewhere or some beautiful lake. I could look at the calendars and pictures and see, oh, when can I go and sit on those stairs? When can I go do that? And I think that the more I imagine myself there, the more it happened.
Wow. So that's called manifestation, or you can see things?
I had no idea about manifestation at that point while everybody was creeping and complaining about things, and I would just sit in a corner and just think about stuff like I'm already there.
I think that's a very good thing to learn from you, because just imagine yourself being there. See yourself being there. And then that definitely can be one of the driving forces. Okay, so our topic today. Reinventing yourself after 40. So you restarted and launched a beautiful designer label called 𝐕𝐞𝐫𝐦𝐚 Couture. Beautiful couture saris, outfits, kaftans, you name it, and she does it, shawls. So you'll get to see a lot of them. But what was your drive? How did that start? You had a nice career. You were going very well with your daycare facilities. Then how did 𝐕𝐞𝐫𝐦𝐚 come in the picture? How did that happen?
I was in love with Kashmiri stuff all the time. I would wear that, and everywhere I go, they were like, "Oh, it's beautiful. Where did you get it? Can you bring one for me?" And I would always buy it for somebody all my friends had, so I would try and give it to them. But that was actually my sister's dream to have her. She had a boutique in Mohali, Chandigarh,
Okay.
but then she went to Canada and she stopped it. And then, kids, careers, and then you put a full stop to everything else and you focus on your personal life. And it was her dream to do it, but she was so tangled into her own work. Like, but I did childcare and I loved every minute of it. There was not a dull moment in last 20 or plus years. I ran a center for my late close friend for many, many years, and she helped me start my own, and it was going very successful. But then there was this, it does creep up on you. There are so many things you can't do, but it should not limit,
Right.
It should not limit you to do it. And then I fell down and I had a surgery, and that was a setback. And at the hospital bed that I was there thinking, okay, I don't know if I'll be able to pick up the kids and run around with them or not. But that was like a moment, I was stuck on the bed in the rehab while everybody again was complaining, oh my God, nobody's here, nobody. And I just kept thinking, what else can I do?
Wow.
That's where the idea came from, actually. It happened in 2023. I talked it out with my sister. I'm like, you want to do? And she goes, not at this moment. I have this going on. I have this going on. I have this going on. I'm like, okay, because I cannot stay down. I cannot sit at phone. Please, I'm out. And of course, we also needed support, So my husband was there when I just ran the idea through. I'm like, this is what I want to do. And he goes, oh, he took a pencil and he goes, what do you want to call it? I'm like, Rani and Bubby, that's our sisters, Rani and Bubby.
Yeah.
He just sketched down. He goes, what about Rabab? I'm like, that's Rani and Bubby. I'm like, oh my God. He sketched down like the right away thing, and that was it. And that
Wow. Amazing. So, I'm so impressed and overall really I don't even have the words for it, but it just gives me immense pleasure to see when women think of doing something and then they are able to walk the next step and make that happen. So you were thinking of it when you were in the bed, you were not even taking any steps, but then you thought of doing it and then it happened. It was launched. Wow. Beautiful. So Sonia, important question. I think the difference is not the drive, it's a hesitation that maybe a lot of women feel, and I'm sure a lot of women want to do something when they're 40 or, and then they feel like, oh, life is gone, now I cannot be restarting anything. And it's a hesitation. So what are your tips for somebody who perhaps is in the same shoes and wants to start something?
Well, hesitation is real because then you think of so many other things. And you know what? First step is you should have a supportive family. Half of the time I think in families, they are the one, oh my God, what are you thinking about it? Just forget it. Enjoy life. You don't have to do it, Because in any business or any adventure you are going to get are going to be setbacks, It's not going to be so right. And one little thing, and plus you should be able to overcome negativity. There were 2 or 3 people who encouraged me. There were over 10, 20 people who says, what are you thinking? Go forget it. It's not going to happen. I'm like, I'm not doing what everybody else is doing. I'm doing it for myself. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, who cares? More beautiful dresses to wear at so many events. I get everything for myself. And even if I buy from the stores from Kashmir, I do it for myself. I'm like, if it doesn't happen, okay, I have these many things lined up, But with God's grace, it's going really well.
That's wonderful to hear. And thank you for all those nice tips. And I think all of us should remember that if 30 people are against you and 3 people support you, go for it.
Oh, yes.
Right? If you have 10% of the people who support you, that's all that you need, right?
And then I should thank you. It was you when you brought up the idea of fashion show and all that, and you said, let's do it. Let's make it happen. That is a line I remember. You said, I'm like, I want to do it. And you said we should do it here, and let's do it. Let's make it happen, Sonia. And you have no idea. That day I called the sister. I'm like, we are doing this, and we have to be here. Come, let's do it together. So sometimes you need a person like you and others. You just need one or two friends
Right.
that will support you. That will say, no, go do it. And that there's no looking back. Of course, you will have so many problems in between.
Of
Just
course.
stick with it, because this is your venture after 40. You're not depending on it,
Right.
You're already settled. You know where you are financially, where you are time-wise, what you can do, how much time you have. But many people after 40 think they're quite done. But they don't realize the kids are gone, they are grown up, they're in college, they are self-sufficient, they actually don't want to see parents. You might want to be left alone. Now you have more time.
True.
You're not cooking 3 meals a day, cooking clean, because now,
Right.
they can petrol this. So you have so much time instead of just watching those reels, TV, gossip. Do something, which makes you happy and make it happen.
True. That's beautiful. And after 40, it gives you a little more understanding also. It gives you better understanding of people you're dealing with. It gives you better support system. And you definitely start overlooking judgment.
Oh, yes. Yes, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone, because at this point, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter what anybody says before, oh my God, what are people going to think? But now, who cares?
So mark this, girls. If you are studying anything after 40, in fact, it's a good time to start.
Exactly.
Because you have the experience. You're like, who doesn't care? You're like, okay, let me do this.
Yeah.
And then you have your own support system. And you know that you just need 2 or 3. That's it. You don't need to please the whole town.
You can never do that.
You should never
Wait
try
until
to do
God himself comes down, he cannot do that. People are people, like, I want to study, I sometimes judge people, this should be done, why are they not doing? But you have to set with the national system. So maybe it's not for everybody.
Sure, that too. But at the same time, if you ever dream of this, that means you can take steps forward, and you should, right?
They should.
And
Everybody should.
yeah, and dreams don't have an expiration date. KFC was started at he was 65 plus.
Wow.
So it's like, just matter. We should definitely give it a go. What do you have to lose now? And okay, according to you, which are the 2 things that people should keep in mind when they're restarting after 40?
Well, I would say that, first of all, if you didn't break it, don't try to fix it. Stop pleasing people. Stop getting their validation, Just move on. If it is in your mind, if it came to your mind 2 or 3 times, just at least act on it. Don't let anybody stop you.
Right.
Just try it. You don't have to show the world with okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. No, start small, see where it goes. It took me time. It took me a couple of years to actually go forward with this. I was thinking about it, I was going to do it, but it didn't happen. Then again, have people who are close to you, people you trust, talk to them. This is what it is. Should I be doing this or not? But go for it anyways.
So we learned a lot. That live it up. Go for it.
Yes, you really once.
Yeah. And you don't want to be ending this life without trying what you could have.
No regrets.
You know how they say the saddest words anybody can ever say is, I should have.
Yes.
Everybody's when they see I'm sure somebody else was listening to this, they must be oh, I wanted to start this line. I wanted to start designing dresses, or I wanted to start this and that, but I should have done it. And now they're about to be very late. And now somebody is really outside, but that's okay. It's understandable even here. Yeah. Okay, so these are the things that people should keep in mind and just go for it.
Yes.
Okay. So okay, by the way, I love these mugs.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat.
These are Mother's Day gift for my daughter.
I was looking at them. I'm like, What is that? Pretty different.
And a course.
Yay, beautiful. Okay, so these are empty right now. Listen, we just, I'm telling the truth. Yeah, we don't have any, she didn't give me any chai or anything. But now we will have. And we have a lot of nice things. Okay, girls, now you have to start. There's
Yes,
nothing.
please don't wait.
Don't wait. There's nothing scary about restarting after 40.
Exactly.
It's a perfect time.
It is actually the best time to restart. Or if you haven't started anything, do what you really, really want to do. It's doable.
It's doable. Yes,
Yes.
Tanya, it's doable.
Yes.
Go for it, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.